Okay. Today we have to do the, is the board clear for you? Can you hear me? I hope so. So today we are going to complete or to cover the optics lesson. So the only part we have to do is the refraction that is taking place in convex and concave lenses. We'll be covering this part, and yesterday we discussed that some parts of the refraction that is taking place in convex lenses. This is a convex lens. Actually, this is a biconvex lens, and this is a biconvex lens, but we are just calling it as convex lens for the easiness. Okay. Then, when we are drawing the ray diagrams for the convex lens, we have to place our object at different place and then recognize the different places where the image is forming. Okay. Then we know that each lens have focal point, center of curvature. At this or the opposite side also, lens is having focal point and the center of curvature. We know that in a convex mirror, only light can incident to a one side. That means here reflection cannot be taken at this side. When the light strike to this side, reflection cannot be taken. But if only light strike onto one side, this side, the smooth side, reflection is taking place in convex mirrors as well as in concave mirrors. But in the case of lenses, no matter light enters from this side, no matter light entered from this side, refraction will take place. Okay. So now when we are drawing the ray diagrams, first what ray diagram means, we are drawing ray diagrams to determine the place of the formation of image when we place some object in front of this lens. Okay. So we will be drawing the ray diagrams by keeping the object at different places. First, we are going to keep the object between the focal point and this point. What we call this point, there is a special name for this point, that is the optical center. That is optical center. We call this point as optical center. But in the case of mirror, this point is known as pole of the mirror. In the case of lenses, this point is the center of the lens is known as optical center. Okay. So we are going to draw a ray diagram by placing the object between focal length and focal point and the pole, and then by keeping the object at the focal point, then by keeping the object between the focal point and the center of the curvature, then by keeping the object at the center of the curvature, and by keeping the object at beyond the center of the curvature. And when we are drawing the ray diagram, we should draw this ray diagram according to a scale. If not, the position and the image form will be incorrect. Okay, remember that. In here, I'm not going to draw it in a scale, at a scale, because I can't draw it in the whiteboard using a scale, but I am just following a rough scale, but it is not the exact scale. Okay, then beyond the center of curvature, you have to remember center of curvature always equals to the 2 times of focal length. And also there is a term called infinity. infinity means if the formation of the image distance, if the image, the distance where the image formed is greater than the 4 times of the focal length, then we call that the image is formed at infinity. Okay. Then now we are going to draw ray diagrams for each cases. Okay, first we'll consider this one. The object is placed between the focal point and the optical center. Yesterday also we discussed this, but because it as will. Okay. We'll discuss this quickly. Focal length, and I am taking equal, some sort of equal length as the center of curvature. And when you're drawing, please notice that the distance from the optical center line, this normal from the passing from the optical center line to the focal point is known as the focal length. Okay, not the distance from the surface of the lens to the focal length. Focal length එක කියන්නේ මෙතන surface එකේ ඉඳන් මේ මෙතනට එන distance එකට නෙමෙයි. මේ optical center එක pass වෙන මේ dotted line එකේ ඉඳන් මෙතනට තියෙන distance එකට තමයි focal length එක කියලා කියන්නේ. එතකොට ඒකටම equal තව distance එකක් මෙතනින් ඇන්දොත් මේකත් මේ distance එකත් f. මේ distance එකත් f. එතකොට all together 2f. හරිද? ඒකට තමයි center of curvature කියන්නේ. අපි පොතක අඳිනවා නම් හරියටම මේකේ scale එක ගන්න ඕනේ. Okay? Now what I said is our case is object placed between the optical center and the object placed between the optical center and the focal length. So how we have to draw? First we should draw a ray parallel. අපි ray diagram එකක් අඳින procedure එක තමයි මේක. First step එක parallel line එකක් ඇඳලා ඒක pass වෙන විදිය lenses වල ray diagram වල principal principles වල විදියට කරගන්න. Like on a, and also you should remember always this passing parallel ray should touch the tip of the object. Okay, now one. Okay, light rays incident parallel to the principal axis. This is the principal axis, parallel to the principal axis. So what will happen? If a ray pass parallel to the principal axis, according to the ray diagram laws, it should pass through the focal point. Okay, that is the first ray. This will refract and pass across the focal point. Then the second point is always අපි second way එක විදියට අපි අඳින්නේ across or towards the center of curvature තියෙන line එක. Then now we can draw a line Now we can draw a line as it passes the optical center. Sorry, extremely sorry. The second line we should draw is through the optical center. That means then the second line we should draw should pass through the optical center. But you have to remember this ray should touch the tip of the object. So this one. So I'm going to draw it. So if a ray incident like this, it will, the ray will pass without any refraction. We know that if a ray pass through the optical center, the ray will pass without any refraction. We know that if a ray pass parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the focal length. If a ray pass through the focal incident, enter through the across the focal length, it will refract parallel to the principal axis according to the lens principles. Okay, so that this ray second one is through the optical center, so that it will move without any refraction. So can you see any place where these two lines meet? Can you will you assume ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතනවාද කවදා හරි මේ ලයින්ස් එක මේ බෝඩ් එකෙන් එහාට ගිහිල්ලා හරි කොතනකදී හරි මීට් වෙයි කියලා? මෙතන කොතනකදීවත් මීට් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන මේ පැත්තේ අපිට ඉමේජ් එකක් හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට අපි එහෙම හැදෙන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි බලනවා මේ රිෆ්‍රැක්ට් වෙච්ච lines extend කරලා. මේ රිෆ්‍රැක්ට් වෙච්ච lines ටික extend කරලා බලනවා, but here they are not real lines නෙමෙයි. මේවා real rays නෙමෙයි. හරිද? මොකද rays යන්නේ මේ පැත්තට විතරයි. Towards this side විතරයි rays pass වෙන්නේ. But this side rays are not traveling. So that all these are virtual rays, so that we represent them as dotted lines. එතකොට අපි දන්නවා මේ virtual rays නිසා හැදෙන virtual rays නිසා form වෙන image එකක් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම virtual image එකක්මයි. virtual rays නිසා add වෙන ray එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම virtual image එකක්මයි. එතකොට මේ අපේ form වෙන image එක මොකද්ද? That is a virtual image. That is a virtual image, not real. Not real because it formed due to the passing of virtual rays of light, because not true light. True light නම් මෙන්න මේක ඔය හරි තමයි හැදෙන්න ඕනේ. මොකද refract වෙලා යනකොට ඇත්තටම ray of lines යන්නේ මෙහෙමනේ. True lines හැබැයි අපි කවදාවත් refraction principles වල මෙහෙම පිටිපස්සට යනවා කියලා නැහැ. හැබැයි the scientists have, by doing scientists have observed that image is forming there. Then when they are finding the reason for that, they're supposed to assume that even these rays are extended to backwards, but they are not real rays. If we place an object, think then අපිට හිතන්න මෙතනින් object එක තිබ්බම අපිට මේ pass වෙන rays බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. දැන් මේ හරියෙන් object එකක් තිබ්බම අපිට ray එකක් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. True ray එකක් display කරගන්න පුළුවන්. But if we kept the same machine here, we cannot observe any rays. But however image is formed. දැන් අපිට image එකේ position එක determine කරගන්න ඕන නිසා තමයි අපි මේ virtual rays කියලා දෙයක් හදලා තියෙන්නේ. But even though this is a virtual image, අපිට මේ image එක පේනවා. Rays පේන්නේ නැහැ because they are virtual rays, but image can be seen, say, even though it is a virtual image. Okay. So hope you understand. I will give you 20 seconds like thing for you to draw this ray diagram. Okay. After you ඔයගොල්ලෝ පස්සේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ මේ chat raise your hand කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. Raise your hand. Yes, what is that? Reactions කියලා තියෙන තැනින් මොකක් හරි reaction එකක් දාන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් chat bar එකට දාන්න done කියලා. එතකොට මම continue කරන්න. ඊළඟ position එකට යන්න අපි කරන්නේ focal point එකේ තිබිච්ච එක තමයි ඊළඟට කරන්නේ. තේරිච්ච නැති දේවල් තියෙනවා නම් chat bar එකට දාන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් mic එක directly on කරන්න, because there are lesser number of participants, I guess. Yes. till you draw, I will explain it again. අපි ray diagram එකක් අඳිනකොට ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අඳින්නේ rays වල parallel line එකක් draw කරනවා. Then we know that parallel line always passes across the reflects and pass across the focal point. And then what the second line we are drawing is the line passing through the optical center. When a ray of light is passing through the optical center, what is happening is they will pass without any refraction. Okay, no refraction will be there. They will refract. Okay, then may rays the candle අපිට image එකක් determine කරගන්න බැරි වුණොත්, then what we'll do, we'll pass a ray across the focal length, across the focal point, across the focal point. Then it will move parallel to the light, this light thing, focal length, focal point we can pass karna, then it will move parallel. But we will take the third, we'll take steps to do the third step. We are doing the third step. If only we couldn't take any, if only we couldn't determine the place of image forming by drawing rays for these two, by drawing rays following these two paths. Okay. Hope you have finished drawing. So shall we move to the second part? Yeah. Okay. Then moving to the second part. Okay. Then the second position is object is placed at the focal point. Here, principal axis, the convex lens. Here, optical center is here. So, focal length, center of curvature, focal length, center of curvature. So, I'm going to place the object here, focal point, so that we know that first ray parallel to the principal axis, but it should touch the tip of the object. Yes, on parallel to the principal axis. So then it should pass across the focal length according to the lens principles. Okay, it deflects and passes across the focal length. Then a ray should pass through the optical center, the second step. Then it should touch the tip of the object. So here the ray is passing. Here the ray is passing without any refraction. You may see that there is a reflection according to my diagram, but it will pass straight away without any refraction. Okay. Now, will you be able to see an image forming? What do you think? Will this image get combined at one point to form an image? No, definitely no. But now we'll see whether we can extend, and we'll see extending these two lines. Will these two lines meet at some point? No. මේ points දෙක extend කරාම කවදාවත් අපිට image එකක් form වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපි මේ virtual rays ටිකත් extend කරලා බලුවම කවදාවත් image එකක් form වෙන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් මේ දෙක parallel යනවා නම් කවදාවත් මේ දෙක එකට මෙහෙම join වෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. image එකක් form කරන්න tip එක හදන්න. ඒක නිසා එතකොට මේ පැත්තෙන් අපිට මේ image අපි conclude කරන්නේ මේකෙන් image is forming at infinity. ඉතින් අපි infinity කියනකොට අපි දන්නේ මේ පැත්තට upright එකක් හැදෙයිද? මේ පැත්තට inverted එකක් හැදෙයිද? මේ පැත්තට real එකක් හැදෙයිද? මේ පැත්තට virtual එකක් හැදෙයිද කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ, because we can't see that. We can't observe that. Okay, so that just we are saying object is formed at infinity. Okay, object is formed at infinity, so we can't determine whether it is upright or inverted, whether it is virtual or real. We can't determine it. Okay, even but it is at infinity. That means more than 4 times the focal length. Okay, then I'm giving some time for you to draw this ray diagram. Okay, then we'll move on to the third position, that is the object is placed between the focal length and the center of the curvature. We'll see center of the curvature. So it goes like this. The principal axis is there, the lens is there, and optical center is here, focal length, center of curvature, center of curvature. Okay, now the object is between the focal point and the center of curvature. Now, the first step, parallel line is passing, and then what will happen? It will refract across the focal point. Then, the second point, the ray will pass across the optical center, but it should touch the tip always. Here I draw like this. So what will happen? Here we can see that it will meet at somewhere else. I am going to extend it. Here I get the image will form like this. Now what can we say about the image form? It is formed due to the true rays of light. Real rays of light. It formed due to the real rays of light, not virtual rays. So that the image is real. Image is real. Formed image is real. And then what about upright or inverted? Upright means like this. If the object is this side, image is also for this side. If this image is upright, it should form like this. But here it is turned upside down. That means object is upside, image is downside. So then we call this as inverted. This is called as upright. So this image is formed as inverted image. And what about the size of the image? Clearly we can see that the image is larger than the size of the object. And what about the place that image formed? We place the object between focal point and the center of the curvature. So where is the place where the image formed? Image formed beyond the center of the curvature, away from the center of the curvature. That is the location where the image formed. Okay, now quickly draw the ray diagram. Then I'll give the characters of the image formed. I think that I haven't given the characters of the image formed at the first instance. I will give it before the lesson ends. I will draw that diagram again and show you the characters of that image. After that, we are going to discuss when the object is placed between the four, placed at the center of curvature. Okay, so the characters of the image are the image is real because it is formed due to the true rays or the real rays, and the image is inverted because it is upside down of the object, and image is larger than the object. You can see it, and when we place the object between the focal point and the center of curvature, image is formed away from the center of the curvature. Okay, now someone is asking, Stalin is asking, what happened when the object in infinity formed by the convex lens? You are asking that object is at infinity, what will happen to the image form? Okay, is that the question you are asking? Object is at infinity, then where the image will form? Likewise, no? Okay. If the object is at infinity, we cannot draw it in the paper or in the board. Okay, that means we can't see the object, where we can't see where the object is. We'll think that here the object is like this, then the lens is at here, lens is at here, so that the focal length of the lens, I'll draw here, lens is like here the lens. Now we can extend the principal axis like this, and then we'll guess that the focal length is this much. Okay, now we'll assume that the object is here. What will happen? Object is at infinity. Okay, now the object is at infinity. Why I am saying like that? Because the object distance is greater than 4 times of the focal length. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times of focal length will lie at a place like this. So image is at, now the object is at infinity. When a ray come like this, passes to the parallel ray, passes to the which the lens, it will passes through the focal point. Okay, then what is happening? Can we, will it be possible? Yes, it will be possible, really. Yes. It will actually come from near very, at a point like this, actually, when you draw it. I will draw and send it to you. It will actually focus, all the lines will focus at the focal point. Okay, when the image is at, when the object is at infinity, the image will definitely form at infinity as a point object. Okay, as a point object. Okay, and I think that part is not, it will, in the exam they will not ask that question because it is not included. No. Okay, but however I'll send you the ray diagram. Yeah, however the image is formed at the focal point as a point object when the object is kept at the infinity, kept at infinity. Okay, then we'll move on to our fourth part. Okay, fourth part, what is that? When the object is kept at the center of curvature.